I'm really pleased to talk today with two people with whom we have been in contact already for several years, but actually now only meeting here in a video stream first time. So Girish and Anish from Fonzel. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Very good, Andre. Good afternoon to you and good evening in India for us.
Good, good. I'm doing great.
So you are leaders of brand Fonzel who is doing lockers, and then this is my passion also. I love lockers, but can you briefly describe what type of lockers you are doing? Why you are doing it, and to whom you are doing? What is the region you are producing them?
So, Andre, how passionately you love lockers and smart locker as a subject. If you have to find someone in India, probably I'm very close to that person who really talks about smart lockers and lockers in that way. So, for my 25 years of professional career, more than 20 years is related to the lockers. It started with normal padlock, key lock, numbering lock, battery operated smart lock, and now the smart locks. So lockers are making money for me for last 20 years, you can say. So that is the journey as a thing. And out of this journey, 2001, I went to Malaysia as part of my career progression. So I'm based out of Malaysia and India as a two countries and surrounding locker as a business. So that is part of my background. And maybe Anish can brief a little bit from his side how he's putting his contribution in the activities.
Sure, sure. So we are making lockers for everyone in India. That's how I'll put it. We have a very diverse system from a tech side, catering to different kinds of use cases. And within India, we are solving very, very unique problems which are local to this region and also bigger ones or different ones, you can say, for the world. And from my passion side, I would say I'm new to this passion or madness of lockers. It has recently caught me, and from a global perspective, I think there's a lot of excitement surrounding the smart aspect of a locker, which previously has kind of was not there previously. Now it is a growing trend in various different industries. So very exciting times for putting the smart in the locker now.
And you are quite a special one in a sense that you are doing parcel lockers, you are doing luggage lockers, you are doing office lockers. As Girish, you said, you are sort of every locker type. I think you have tried and producing also.
Okay, so what I will say, Kit, when I entered into office metal storage segment in 2004, and I started visiting Orgatech from 2006 onwards until now. And last Orgatech probably was your first Orgatech. So uh, that have given me exposure in the office furniture industry, and smart locker or normal locker always gives the highest revenue for any metal storage company. So it's a filing cabinet, cupboard, and locker pedestal. But locker always used to be big chunk of it. And then in Orgatech, we saw Gartner and Vicos as a two strong brand who started from health, fitness, and university. And then they found good opportunities within the office space. And in 2014, we imported locks from China and helped in India in the industrial segment where there is a clean locker, dirty locker, shoes, clean shoes. And then 2018, when I reached out to Gartner and Vicos as an option to import those solutions, Gartner was the first who was already present in Singapore and Malaysia, and they started engaging with us. We imported their solution, and Vicos was not ready that time for Asia. Their focus was Europe first, and then US as a priority, and that is where the smart locker in office journey started with these two prominent lock companies, and subsequently DigiLock as a one more good battery operated solution. So all the story uh, kept within the office place. And then some opportunities started coming where we had to say no, because this imported solution was not showing that flexibility of OTP, QR code, face recognition, and the opportunities was going beyond the office segment. That is where the non-office story and made in India story and Anish active role from his technology education background and his sales acumen. So that is the combination. So office story of a Lockers 2018, which I handle and more lead, whereas Anish drives all those interesting new wider applications. Anish, you want to add something?
Sure, sure. I think what we saw is with the kind of digitalization of India being driven by the government. Now, as a statistic, 40% of total transactions in India are done digitally, which is a huge number compared to 10 years ago. So, with all of this digitalization happening, people started wanting to digitalize luggage management, or even for that matter, IT asset management, or even going further into parcels. Parcels was like one of the later areas where they started looking at making it smart and digital adoption, but it's going towards that trend from India level. And I think it kind of does make sense to diversify different use cases, because we are a company capable of developing our own solution. So that way, with the control of software, with the ability to manage customer expectations and exactly meet the requirement, we then kind of met different customers and built different solutions as they asked us. So the reason we have so many different use cases is because we didn't want to say no, and we initially found it very hard to get to a system which is scalable and as diverse as it is now. But I think we've managed to really crack it down in the last 1 year and cater to all these different use cases.
This is really good because I really like that approach, and why this is because in Europe I see that the office locker and the parcel locker manufacturers are totally different streams, and they are not connected in any way. Although if we're talking about the software, then I would say 60-70% of the software is similar in both cases. So I really think that this is the future, that the local manufacturers will still incorporate all the use cases, or at least majority of them, to one brand, because there are definitely clients who need variety of lockers. So this is really interesting. I see it in Fonzel sort of product list, that you have everything. And Anish, you told me that that the software you are producing in house, you have operating software for the lockers built in your company.
Absolutely, yes. So one of the unique aspects as an approach we've taken with Duralt as a technology stack is a software first company within Fonzel. So we have a strong product team who caters to all these different requirements, and it's a very startup software startup kind of approach to smart lockers compared to a traditional furniture approach. And one interesting thing you mentioned was the overlap of smart lockers in office and in parcel segment is not there in Europe. But as a scenario, you can imagine if a company is looking for smart lockers in India, and they have a corporate office where they have staff lockers, who are they going to come to if they need a parcel locker or a visitor locker? So that really is very connected. Even in the corporate spaces, you have all these different types of lockers, and it only made sense to kind of be that all-in-one solution for clients.
Yeah, you are from India and you are talking about the Indian market, but are you selling also elsewhere, or you are regionally located in India only?
Yes, I think India is really a continent, we can say. So all the Europe, different countries in India, we talk different language, different food. It's a quite a diverse country, and it's a big market, and it is starting little later as compared to European market in the smart locker space. Our majority of the focus is in India. But as I told you, I'm based out of Malaysia, and throughout my career, I have been in export field. So as of now, we are catering to 15 countries, or more than 15 countries now. majority in Asia and a little bit now started in Africa. So you can say Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Korea, Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, Australia, New Zealand also we have done. Middle East we have covered. So depending on a use case and the channel partner opportunities, there are some customers like Microsoft or ASML, Qualcomm, Dell. We have handled them across few countries as a seamless experience, as a single point. And our joint venture partner, Your Workspace in UK. So we have a customers like British Petroleum, Booking Holding, Informa, GSK. So these are the customers we handle across the region with the same product footprint, same capabilities as an end-to-end solution. So that's how we are not only in India, we are in Asia as a strong with the aspirations to go global with new opportunities what are emerging now.
Absolutely, this was my exactly the goal of the question, to understand that you are not limited only to India. So people are and companies from other regions can also turn to you, and yeah. So let's wrap up this discussion. There is more about you in our Office Locker review. You are featured there, so I will put the contact below if somebody is interested. How to contact you? It's everything there. So Girish and Anish, thank you very much for this short meeting, and hopefully we will see you soon again.